And then I made the bags, you know.
Yeah,
I started the idea thinking that I wouldn't even have the shop. I would just have just a window with the logo and just have bags and stickers and buttons and things. And just have this non-existent store. But then
it became so much more than that.
Then it went down the vortex. This is the guy that thought it was going to be a pot dispensary, and he went to the car and got his kids, and he let them each pick something. He was super delighted.
And so, how long? So you started this place, and it's going to, when everything sells out, you put a picture up of it.
Yeah.
Like so you say it's all going to become.
Sold, you know.
It's going to be flat. So what happens once the store becomes flat?
Then I guess it goes in a box.
So it goes in a box?
With a label on it. You know.
Where does the box go?
In my storage unit, probably.
So is this someone who bought like an eagle?
Yeah, that's someone who bought it. Actually, she owes me for that. I owe you.
A rock and a hard place.
Yes, there's so many books
Did you read it?
That. There's this one too. That's the guy that sawed off his own arm.
Oh man.
I mean, I thought of that in the middle of the night. And then David Goliath, you know, rock throwing.
Yeah.
That was something I had to cover. This is, he called it the boulder. Because every object that I've got online, like this is a egg baby dog toy with like eagles that have removable eggs, and then they give you replacement eggs, and she gives you a video of her dog playing with it. You know, saying dogs love these eagle eggs. You know, and some of them I just bought because the picture's funny. Birds in Heels series. A lot of people paint things on rocks. I love the way that they photographed the back of him. It's just hysterical. Like, gotta see the back of him. These guys were hilarious. They're like, hope everything is good and you had a nice holiday. Thanks so much for being one of our best customer ever.
This is to you?
And then later he says, thank you so much for your patience and understanding. That really meant a lot to us. And most of all, thanks for offering a helping hand by buying our product, the artisans from a third world country, as that could get us for a better future life, especially for our children. I bought a comb.
Wow, you changed someone's life with that comb.
One guy died. The guy that sold the rock mirror, his wife ended up writing me saying, I hope you don't mind, we said we can ship out the rock mirror next week because my brother died, or I was like, oh, don't worry about it. We can send it after the funeral.
Oh my gosh.
No, I need it now.
I was like, no, I want it now. No, it's like, I was just so shocked that, you know, they share their intimate life stories.
In some ways, they're like beggars with signs.
Yeah,
you know, like,
or pay attention to me, or I want conversation in my life, or like there's ways of these people sort of in the middle of nowhere to have a lot of dialogue going on. So they take every opportunity to dialogue with you. There's one guy that kept writing me about he wanted me to, he writes short stories, and he like, I was like, I bought one rock from him. I bought the zombie rock. It's based on, I guess, a Nazi zombie game. And he's like, you must be a Nazi zombie fan. I was like, well, maybe when I play the game I would be. Whenever I just like the rocks, you know. Then he kept writing me back, and they're like, oh, I have this Twitter page. Saying, you know, woman prostrate on rock. Some of them I just bought for the title. Some of them just the way that they look. Man in a boulder. Like, that's incredible photograph. And this one, hard as a rock. This is crazy. This woman said, me and my daughter were walking in the forest. She saw the rock and said, Mommy, doesn't that look like a pair of underpants? And I had to agree, she said. So I went home and directly painted the underpants, and the holes just were all there. But then she put that on it, which I doubt the daughter said, put hard as a rock on it, Mom.
Wow.
I love that one. I priced that really high because I don't really want to sell it. My mom's like, you'll never sell anything at that rate.
How much is the price at?
$100.
$100?
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a collector's item.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're going to get the best of in here. I try to promote buying cross, buy a rock and an eagle, get a bag, then you got the packaging. And,
wow. You call your wedding a project?
Oh no, I did a wedding project where I interviewed couples for a year. I chose a couple. I had 35 artists interpret different parts of an actual wedding ceremony.
Whoa.
So somebody did the cake, and somebody did the rice throwing ceremony, and somebody did like the ring box, somebody did like the sermon, was a performance artist. The artists came up with their ideas, and then we all sort of talked about each kind of idea. Took a lot out of me though. Got some gray hairs on that one.
Wow.
Well, dealing with the bride's family, the groom's family, the 30 artists, my family. I'm doing a catalog on that. Yeah.
So it's going to look like a bridal digest or something?
No, it'll look like, I did a blog, so it'll look like a diary, like my diary of the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Sort of meeting with all the artists and each piece of work that was done, and and then the documentation of the actual wedding. I like to put everything into a book and then I'm done, Then I gotta start something else.
Wow. So you've been living like a pretty creative life nonstop for a little while?
I'd say for the last 10 years it really broke open, after I stopped working for other people, finally,
Cool.
and just basically started really fully realizing the ideas that I had. Hopefully.
What started that?
What started that? Divorce.
You should show them the catalog of the tour.
Oh, the tour.
Show them that. Since you're speaking about the catalog.
Oh yeah. That was my first real. I decided when my dad came to town, he was like, he gets scared of big cities, and he came to town, and I would take him to my coffee shop, and everybody would say, "Oh, Bettina, hey." He started to realize that Los Angeles could be an accessible community kind of place. And so he was like, "You should be a tour guide because you actually made me feel better about LA." So I decided, oh, well, what if I did a tour but as an art project and took an actual big tour bus around to these very small community places. Everybody's got their own LA, my 10 favorite spots, but to actually treat it like a big tour.
Yeah.
And go to my coffee shop, go to my bookstore, It'd
be so badass. I mean, yeah. You did it. Awesome. That is so cool.
Tour. And so rented a big party bus, sold tickets.
And who did the photography?
A lot of people, a lot of different people, a
Okay.
lot of friends are on the bus. I took pictures. That's one of my pictures.
Nice.
And stop. This is one of my favorite parks. Flower. I did all the costumery with hollyhocks and made the things like they had actual birds on them and stuff. And we went to Skylight Books where the author friend of mine wrote a story on the jacket, and then we gave everybody a copy of the story on fabric. She's a performance artist. She pretended to be hitchhiking in front of cheetahs. I thought it was necessary to have that element in my tour. Plus there's a stripper pole in the bus, so I was like, I have to address that.
That's cool.
So there she is, and I made her outfit, and she's like, "Anybody got any money?" And everybody had $1 in their program, and so they figured out why they had $1. And I made the costumes again, and then we went to Trader Joe's.
Yes, yes, I love it.
And I did the outfit for the Trader Joe's made out of old uniforms, Trader Joe's, and we handed out Trader Joe's snack. And then the last stop was at A&R, which was a shop in Silver Lake, and I did this pop-up shop that had to do with all these hydrant things that I'd taken pictures of. I have a big hydrant tattoo. Like there it is.
It's a really good hydrant right
And my
there.
mom knitted a hydrant for me.
There's a good hydrant over there.
Is
There's
there?
a yellow
Right
hydrant
on the front
right across from the grocery store.
Oh, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's on a really green lawn.
I'm doing a book about hydrants.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mom knitted that. It's a
And
nice camera.
There's a nice blue car right next to it too, like a really
Yeah, you're right.
little
You
dots
got
in it.
blue, green,
Oh,
and yellow.
sweet. I took
Crazy.
a crazy one yesterday.
Yeah?
Hydrant clothing I did.
Wow.
A lot of them. There's my Hope dress.
Nice.
There's a Q&A.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You can have it.
Blown away. I can have it.
it. Yeah. That kind of reception.
I'm elated.
Jeez. People like you
This is beautiful.
makes me feel good about myself.
I'll be sure to send you some prints.
Yeah, dude.
We'll make We'll make a few more pictures before we depart too.
Right on. Cool. You made my day.
You just made our day. I mean,
Yay.
This place is incredible.
Oh, good.
Who would have known? Wow, we'd find such a seeker here. Someone who's just really, Been plugging away.
Have been plugging away for sure. Yeah. It's worth it, definitely. And it just seems to. This one hit right with everybody. It just seems to cross. It's like this cross pollination thing happening more so than maybe all the others.